Hey guys, Bullion Bites here. Wanted to go over another video with you, mostly in response to comments that I got on the previous video. A lot of interaction with that one, super happy with that. One of the comments that really stood out to me was asking about kind of some specific numbers to kind of really go over what I was really getting at with that video. To summarize it, really all I was trying to say is, if things like generic bullion, like a 5-ounce bar, which for this particular Sunshine bar in 2018, I paid $88 for that shipped to my house. If something like that is the same price or the same cost or similar cost to something like this 2011 Vicksburg Slab, I know it's a huge ugly slab, is the same cost as this, which I paid $95 for this in 2019. So not to say these are exactly the same, but these are within a couple of bucks per ounce spot. That's where it's reasonable or it makes sense to look at both avenues. If you're just in the I'm only buying generic camp, I'm not going to buy anything else, all I'm doing is getting silver weight, I don't care what it looks like, what it is, hey, great, do your thing. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm just saying, hey, keep your options open, keep your mind open. That's really what I'm getting at here. But wanted to show you this as kind of example number one. If we're looking at, what is that, like a $7 difference here, that's $1 per ounce. Now, what's the cost of this right now? Probably in the neighborhood of like $120, $130. What's the price of this? $160. So it's a $40 difference. I put in a $7 difference, year apart. The biggest difference with these, and I'm gonna get to that, I'm gonna keep coming back to that point, is if you have the cash on hand, if you have the discretionary income, the money set aside for the bullion, for the more collectible items, when they're on sale, like everybody always says, buy the dip, buy the dip. The dip doesn't just apply to the price of spot. Dip also applies to the premium items as well. When items go on sale, when a dealer or a local coin shop's like, man, I've had this thing, it's been sitting here for years, I'm just trying to get rid of it. There might be a market out there, online, through social media groups, whether it's on Instagram, through some of the secondary guys, whether it's on forums like Reddit or Facebook groups, or it's just another shop on the other side of town that's willing to pay you above spot for that, and you're already planning on going there in a couple of weeks anyways. Some things to keep in mind. Another couple of examples for you here. This was a Silver Eagle. This is one of the first ones I bought. I paid $24 for this when I first got it. And this is a 2016 Perth, Year of the Monkey. I bought this in 2017. I got a whole roll of these. I paid $22 each for these. So again, same thing. I'm going to consider this not generic, but government bullion with lower premium, semi-collectible, semi-numismatic, same thing, still government bullion, government coins, but when you buy it when the price is initially lower, the appreciation potential is there. Our 2013 Eagles selling for anything more, appreciation wise compared to 2020, 2021, 2023 Eagles? Not really. Our 2016 Monkeys on the secondary market selling for more? Yes. Now, if you take them all to a coin shop, you take them all to a cash for gold place, they're going to say, we're going to pay you spot, maybe a couple of bucks more, maybe a couple of bucks less. Depends on your particular market. Now, some markets, like if you're in Florida, government minted coins, including even the America the Beautiful series, those they can buy them, resell them right away. Bullion, they have to hold for 30 days. And that's something I know a couple of the guys that are down in Florida that make videos periodically, they talk about that all the time with the dealers down there. So that's something that is region or market specific. If your local coin shop's not wanting to buy generics because everybody's planning on selling it when it hits 50 bucks an ounce, that's something to consider, something to keep in mind. A couple other examples for you here. This was a 10-ounce bar I got off of a coin shop that has an Instagram page. Got it from them, got it shipped to me, $149 in total shipped for this bar. That was in 2019. So you can see this is all stuff distributed over a couple of different years. Wanted to go over that. This is probably one of the things that's gonna, I don't want to say blow your guys' mind, but you're gonna say, damn, I wish I could have gotten in on that. This was from 2019. I got a bunch of these kind of junkier looking Morgans here. You can see they aren't in the best looking shape. You know, obviously clean, kind of coal toners, piece dollar just hanging out in there. But same thing from those guys. I think I paid $13.50 for the piece dollar. It's got some tape residue. I hate tape residue. It drives me nuts. And I paid $15 for the Morgans. And these Morgans right now, probably going for like 28 to 30 bucks right now for common date, worn out Morgans. On the opposite end of that, and this is another point I was getting at, is this as an alternative, and some of you may have seen this one before. This is 2008 Perth 5 ounce Year of the Mouse. Now, when this was on the market originally, silver was at like 40 bucks an ounce. I paid, what did I pay here? $764 shipped and insured from APMEX for this coin in 2020. Now, this is the last one in that series that I was looking for, and they only made 3,000 of these in total. Now, how many Morgans, or not Morgans, excuse me, how many Silver Eagles and how many generic bars did they make in that same year in the same size? That's just some food for thought for you guys. In conclusion, what it all boils down to is, you know, what you're going to stack is what you're going to stack. I'm just trying to kind of let you guys hear another opinion on it, something that you may not have heard of and may not have considered, and that is, if all you're doing is stacking Eagles, and Eagles are 40 bucks a piece, you know, if you're looking at, you know, Perth, and I'm just using this as an example because I like Perth stuff, or, you know, if all you're doing is looking at 5 ounce bars and America the Beautiful series coins are, you know, within $1, maybe $2 an ounce of similar cost, and you know there's a limited run of these, or there's a limited mintage on these that's already set and they're not going to make any more of them, the potential for this to appreciate in its collectability and its rarity is significantly higher, even though it's still not necessarily high premium, high collectible things like the Queen's Beast rounds would be, or the Queen Beast coins. I know somebody was getting on me about that in the comments. What it really boils down to though, guys, is having this stuff, having the green, having paper at the ready. Almost every single one of these, with the exception of this one, is stuff that I bought because I had cash set aside for it, and I wasn't just either throwing, you know, 100, 200 bucks into the stack every chance I got. I was putting money aside, you know, to borrow something from Grant Cardone here. I was setting money aside, waiting for the, you know, opportunity to come up, and when it did, I was able to make a decision on it very quickly. And it's let me get a lot of good deals. And this is not just, you know, after I, you know, graduated and I was working, making 6 figures. If you guys don't know, I am a dentist. Makes great money, but I was working 6 days a week right out of school, so making a lot of money, setting a lot of it aside. That's why I got a lot of the more premium stuff that I have now. Want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Just some food for thought, some numbers for you on paper, kind of what that looked like. I keep track of everything I purchase bullion-wise with a spreadsheet on Google. It's a super easy way to do it. You can open multiple tabs if you want to have one for your generic bars, your you know, junk silver. It's the easiest way I found to keep track of everything. And then when you're at, let's say, a coin show, if you're looking for a specific date, like you're looking for like an 1898 Morgan, and you're like, oh, I don't know which one I have, and what am I thinking? You can pull it up on your spreadsheet right there. It's way easier than flipping through, you know, stacks of paper and whatnot, or buying duplicates of things that you already have, if you're into that kind of stuff. If you're not, you're just trying to keep track of everything. It's a great way to dollar cost average, keep track of your numbers. Because if you don't know where your stuff is, if you can't keep track of it, you know, you're not being a good steward of your, you know, resources and your time in that sense. That was everything I have for this video. I know it was a little bit kind of sporadic and ranty, but if you stick around this long, please like the video, please subscribe, please comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I will catch you guys on the next one.